You're watching Explore Tulsa.
The wind blows across the top of the mountain. It's beautiful out here. You can see the lights all the way to downtown Tulsa. Obviously the birds chirping. It's a beautiful, peaceful, quiet space. And that's probably the most important thing for us, is that when people come up here, they're enjoying not only being in nature and grounding themselves in nature, but then they have a beautiful space that they can come to and create great memories that they'll hold on to for the rest of their lives. Dream Point Ranch is situated at the top of Leonard Mountain, which is also known as Concharty Mountain by some, and we're actually in the community of Leonard, which is southeast of Bixby. We have about 180 acres that is family-owned land, and we have views of Arkansas River, we have views of downtown Tulsa, big huge ponds, lots of woods, lots of trees, and it's just a beautiful space to be. My parents started acquiring the land in '95 and would buy different groups of acreage that became available. And then about 6 years ago, they moved out here, and about 3 years ago, we had moved out here as well, and just started to know that we wanted to share it. We have about 10 miles worth of trails that people can come on and bring horses on to do trail riding. We have a wrangler that we work with specifically that can bring in horses for us if people don't have their own, or people can bring four-wheelers out, they can bring jeeps, they can just come hiking or bird watching. We have an enormous amount of birds that are always singing out here. There are also 2 ponds that can be fished on. And so there's a lot of ways to just be able to come and be in nature, take a break from the busy city life. So at the end of April of 2017, I actually went to a networking group meeting with a bunch of women, and I met a wedding planner there. And I started talking about the views and how I had a photographer coming out and taking pictures with families out here, and I said, you should bring your brides out here and take pictures. It would make a great place for that. Kept talking a little bit more, and she said, actually, if you have the views that you have, you should build a wedding venue. And in my mind, I said, okay. And that week, I started talking with my dad, and then we immediately started, he got on the bulldozer and he cleared the land. We started designing the facility. My husband was in charge of the build, and we got our building permit in August of that year, started pouring concrete in September, and had our first wedding in November. And we hit the ground running. We have a very busy wedding season this year as well. We are the largest freestanding and privately owned wedding and event facility in the area, and we can hold up to 400 people with a dance floor for a wedding, and do up to 600 standing for a cocktail reception. So a very large facility, so we can cater to the larger galas, fundraisers, weddings, those types of events. In regards to the building itself, the architecture lends itself to as formal or as casual as any event demands. So we want people to come in here and not only feel the peace of nature that they're surrounded by, but also feel like they don't have to do a whole lot to the space to help make it be a beautiful event for them. I feel like that the busier our lives get, the more we have to calm down, settle down, and remove ourselves from chaos. And just simply coming into the woods, coming into nature, and smelling the air, it's different up here than it is in a city. It sounds different up here. And I can notice when people come to either do site visits or do walkthroughs, they come and they stop talking. That's everything to me, is to be able to provide a place for people to breathe and to relax. They can just be out here and have a great experience, a great memory, a great time with their friends and family. Whether it is fishing or it is a 315-person wedding, they're here breathing and relaxing and enjoying the beauty that the Tulsa area provides.